elected to hunt our way to our tree stand this morning. Kind of the same thing we did yesterday. It's just so many deer in here that if you tramp through here in the dark, you're kind of going to blow deer out. But if you can kind of pick a path and glass as you go, you're a little bit better. We didn't blow any deer out this morning. And yesterday we only jumped one little small doe, so it seems to work well. Almost immediately after getting in the stand today, we had bucks cruising out in the CRP willow thicket almost. And it's just grown up cattle pasture, but since then it's pretty much been a steady stream of deer. We've seen 3 bucks and a spike and a couple does. We've got a chase going on back in here behind me, and maybe they'll come out. It's not that much timber, so pretty hopeful that we're going to see whatever buck's pushing that doe around. I've seen the doe twice now. I've caught glimpses of her, so it seems to be like Oklahoma's starting to feel it. The bucks know what time it is. Our wind, we're kind of just blowing it this way, cutting off the corner of the cattle pasture, so it's worked well. We haven't had any deer bust us yet. And with warming up, I think our thermals are going to start picking up our scent and carrying it even farther away, so it should work out well. That being said, morning's just getting going, and hopefully we'll have continued deer movement. We're going to sit back and just enjoy the sunrise here. My tree's moving so much. Deer from yesterday. Split 2. Yeah. See him? You do? It's a split 2 deer. Oh, we just had that split 2 buck come through here. That's the buck we saw yesterday. It's a buck Jake's northeast had. My release made some noise when I went to clip on. He definitely picked up on it, and then my tree is shaking like crazy, so he kind of skirted us. I got one lane out front where if he crossed back I could shoot him, but he kind of walked straight away from us. And now he's back out in this big CRP willow thicket that's beside us. Looks like, he's just got his nose back down, running around scent checking like he was. He did not have the doe with him today, though. So, it seemed like yesterday he was tending her straight out there. He's an 8. He's taking off after her. They're going out across that center. Kind of same trail as all the other deer we need to move. And he's hard after her. Like chasing her hard. Yeah. They're following it out. Looking at the buckets. find them. It is kind of tough for Jake to film. When I hung this set, I was actually planning on hunting out of Jake's stand. But when I got up here this morning and actually saw kind of what it looked like, I realized I could shoot a little bit better out of this one. So that's why I'm a tad above him. And he's having a little bit harder time than I had planned to film just because we didn't set up for that. We kind of talked about tearing this set down and move to the transition line, which, like I said, on Onyx, this here looked like more of a transition than up in front of us. It looked kind of like these two draws came together here. So we hung here last night, looked great, couldn't see anything, it was pitch black. This morning, there's definitely a more defined transition line, kind of where all the deer have been crossing. So I'm considering tearing down and going up there. The wind is going to switch though, so I almost think ride this stand out for another hour and then make a plan for the afternoon if we've got to get batteries or what the deal is. Hey guys, we got hung in this tree. We actually ended up making that move we talked about this morning. We moved 60 yards up. We're on the edge of this, right on the transition line. And since we've been up here, we've already seen 3 bucks. And one of them's a pretty good buck. I don't think Jake got any footage of him, but he looked like a really good buck. So we're hoping that making this move is going to pay off tonight. Hopefully get a buck underneath our stand. This morning, I know we could have gotten a truckload full of deer if we'd been sitting here. I think any good deer we see, I mean, every deer except like 3 this morning I would have shot. And those were the half rack and the 4-pointer. So from what we've heard from everybody, this part of Oklahoma, it seems like a good deer's, just your typical 8-pointer. And I'll be stoked with it, so. We've got about 4 hours before the sun sets, so we're going to sit tight and hopefully we'll get a buck on the ground tonight. I know Jake and I both feel pretty good about it, so stay tuned, guys. Just galloping around. It really slowed down tonight. We did have one good buck that we would both shoot, running a doe around here, right here, probably 90 to 100 yards away. So we're still kind of hoping that the doe brings him down here. We've got about 20 minutes left of shooting light. Really didn't see the deer numbers we thought we were going to see. Like I said, we saw 10 bucks this morning. Kind of figured we'd catch some of them filtering back through. Still continuing that search first does. But that wasn't the case. We're gonna leave this set in the tree, and Jake is gonna be in my stand first thing in the morning. It was a great morning in the woods. Probably one of the most unforgettable mornings I've had in the woods. I mean, we saw it all. We had snort wheezes, grunting, rutting action all morning long. And it's really just, I mean, it's fun to see what deer actually act like. I'm glad we came to Oklahoma. This trip seems like it's going well, and we got 5 days left, so hopefully Jake and I can both get it done. Like we said in the other videos, we appreciate you guys for watching. It means a lot. We're glad you guys enjoy our content, and if you can, take some time and hit the subscribe button. That being said, we got about 20 minutes left before shooting light closes, so I'm gonna keep hoping that this buck and this doe will work their way over here. We've caught glimpses of them all night long, and I mean they're not far. They're like 100 yards, so anything can happen here in this last 20 minutes.